So good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is William Miller, and this morning we're going to be talking about how to transform your CFO's perception of IT. The telephone has too many shortcomings to be seriously considered as a means of communication. The device inherently has no value to us. This is an internal Western Union memo from 1856. Who would want to hear an actor talk? H.M. Warner, 1927. There's no reason anyone would want a computer in their home. Ken Olson, 1977. Computers in the future may weigh no more than 1.5 tons. Popular Mechanics, 1949. And my personal favorite, 640 kilobytes ought to be enough for anybody. Bill Gates, 1981. So I love quotes, and I love collecting quotes because I think they really give us a snapshot and an insight into what's going on in a particular person's mind or at a particular point in time in history. And what I love about these quotes is that when these quotes were coming on and people were reading them for the first time, the people who were saying them and the organizations they represent were at the pinnacle of their industry. These were folks that we were looking to guide us to understand the future. And they got it terribly wrong, very much wrong. Now, it's easy to have hindsight's 20/20 and to sit here and judge 100 years later for some of these and say, wow, you really just missed the whole boat on that. But the problem is this goes on today in every company, in every country, in everywhere across the world. Today, CIOs spend their time trying to understand and decipher the future and to make decisions on what technologies their company should be investing in and how those technologies should be used to best move that company forward. And the reason that they get it wrong is not because they don't have a good understanding of what's going on around them, but the data they're provided and the insight they have isn't necessarily complete. Another one of my favorites, if I had all the money I spent on IT back, I could have bought Toyota and Nissan outright. That's Roger Smith, chairman of General Motors. I think what's awesome about this particular quote is it probably sums up the biggest challenge facing IT, not only now, but I think for the foreseeable future. Companies are spending more and more and more of their revenue dollars on IT, and yet the ability of IT to explain and help the business understand what those dollars are going for, how they're being used, and what value they represent to the organization isn't evolving with it. And as a result of that, we have senior management who's very much in tune with the value of the industry and the business they're in, completely not understanding how IT is enabling their organization's success.